all these photos here, they're actually original, and I took them myself and edited them as well. New York City, a beautiful city. A city of passion, love, power. A city with diversity. And most of all, a city with chance. Most people call this city the city that never sleeps. And as stated in the lyrics of Jay-Z, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Well, for the people that live here, that might be just half the truth. Just giving you some statistics here. According to the New York City Department of City Planning, a little over 8 million people live in New York City. This means that I came to the assumption that there are possibly thousands of different groups of tens of thousands of people chasing the same exact goals at the same time. But one thing is for sure, that the work environment is competitive. If you want to live in New York City, the first thing you want to do is find a place to stay. The New York Times has an article, it's called The City of Sky High Rent. And it puts out an average of the Manhattan apartment, the average Manhattan apartment, and it states that it's an average of $3,000 a month. I actually found this a little bit unrealistic because I went there a couple weeks ago for the first time, and I actually done research on my future there, and I'm planning to move there actually. And with my realistic average here, you know, getting to know the locals there and asking them different questions, about a one-bedroom apartment or a studio apartment is going to average around $1,200 to $2K a month. And another tip is going to be the farther you live from the city, the more cheaper it is going to be to live. And the best solution to this is sharing the bill with roommates, whether you want to split it at half, thirds, whatever, however much you want to squeeze in to save money. The next thing you want to do is find a job. It's important to find a close job that matches the cost of living in your area that you live in. A helpful tip is that if you need a job, don't stop talking about it. Before you know it, someone who can help you will be there to listen. The more you talk about how much you need a job, most likely someone is going to hear you and they're going to connect you, which is my next tip. Make as many connections as you can. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know to get a job. Once you get the job, it's about what you know and your experience so you can use it. My next tip is to be adventurous. Don't be a tourist. Don't listen to other people when they tell you where to go to. Find places by yourself. Explore places you've never seen before or you ever heard. And get lost. Just find your own favorite locations, your favorite spots, and go out and meet new people, of course. And appreciate the art, performances, and architecture of this beautiful city. Do something you've never done before. It's the only way to survive this city and to stay sane. Here's some pictures of New York City that I took. This is actually the ceiling of one of the movie theaters in Times Square. On the top right is a statue, one of many in Central Park. If you look on the bottom left, this is actually the High Renaissance area in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And the bottom right is actually the famous Pigeon Man. If you guys ever seen him on Hey Arnold, he does exist. Technology in New York. It's important to be up to date with the tools that you need to be a successful adventurer. Owning a smartphone is vital, an iPhone, or if you guys are anti-iPhone, whatever has a GPS, that won't get you lost. And another tip I have is to use headphones all the time to avoid crazy people that are yelling at you or people that want to sell you things all the time. And find apps that help you commute. On the bottom left, you can see this one is Roadify. This is actually integrated with all the subways and bus stations of New Jersey and New York City. On the bottom, as you can see, this is the maps. Everybody knows this if you have an iPhone. And the bottom right, actually, if you see, that's Yelp. That's actually an app integrated with a whole bunch of reviews of restaurants, different places that you can go to. And it has like a 5-star type thing. Conclusion. New York City is a city of chance. If you're willing to work hard and dream big, of course. There's a whole world of chances waiting for every dreamer, no matter what city you're in, big or small. And I wanted to end with this quote by, if I pronounce it right, Dhirubhai Ambani. For those who dare to dream, there's a whole world to win. Thank you.